glowed like a living constellation that night, every light pulsing with the rhythm of the city's anticipation. Autumn air drifted softly through Gangnam, carrying the scent of rain-soaked pavements and fading leaves. Cameras lined the barricades, fans gathered in clusters, and the red carpet shimmered beneath the electric white flashes. It was the premiere of Wonderful World, the much-anticipated film starring Cha Eunwoo, actor, singer, and one of South Korea's most beloved faces. Yet as the evening unfolded, another name began to ripple through the crowd, whispered from one journalist to another, passed between excited fans. Jeon Jungkook. The youngest member of BTS, the global phenomenon, hadn't appeared at a public event in weeks. His rare presence alone was enough to set the internet ablaze. When word spread that he would attend to support his close friend Eunwoo, the atmosphere changed. The crowd began to buzz with that familiar thrill, the kind that precedes the arrival of someone unforgettable. Then the black car pulled up. Jungkook stepped out and time seemed to fold in on itself. Dressed in a perfectly tailored Saint Laurent suit, all black, minimal and breathtakingly refined, he moved with quiet confidence. A satin shirt peeked from beneath the jacket, unbuttoned just enough to reveal a glimpse of skin that caught the flash of 1,000 cameras. His hair fell naturally across his forehead, slightly tousled, like he had stepped out of a noir dream. He didn't wave extravagantly, didn't perform for the cameras. Yet every lens turned toward him, magnetized by something deeper than stardom. A presence that felt both grounded and otherworldly. The sound of camera shutters became a chorus. Fans screamed his name, some too overwhelmed to speak. Social media exploded almost instantly. Jungkook is at the premiere. He looks unreal. How can someone be this effortlessly beautiful? Within minutes, hashtags like #Jungkook at Wonderful World premiere and #Golden Maknae Black began trending worldwide. But Jungkook wasn't there to steal the spotlight. He was there to show up for a friend. When Eunwoo appeared moments later, dressed in immaculate white, the contrast was cinematic. Black and white, two silhouettes that mirrored each other perfectly. They met halfway on the red carpet, exchanged a warm smile and laughed quietly before posing for photos. The cameras devoured the moment, capturing the delicate ease of two men who had long known how to read each other without words. During an interview later that night, Eunwoo admitted with a grin, "I didn't expect Jungkook to come, honestly. His schedule is always packed. But that's just who he is, quiet but always there when it matters." That single quote became headline material. Fans adored their understated friendship, admiring how both stars carried themselves with humility and grace in an industry often obsessed with spectacle. Inside the theater, the energy softened. Jungkook sat among fellow artists and VIPs, yet his presence filled the room. Observers noted how attentively he watched the film, his expression shifting gently with each emotional scene, sometimes smiling faintly, sometimes exhaling softly. When the credits rolled, he stood up first to applaud. Eunwoo, on stage for his closing remarks, caught Jungkook's gaze and smiled. A silent exchange between two people who understood the long road it takes to arrive at a night like this. After the screening, the evening flowed into a private afterparty in Cheongdam. The air buzzed with laughter, the clinking of glasses and the soft glow of candlelight. A few leaked photos showed Jungkook and Eunwoo seated side by side, wine glasses in hand, sharing quiet conversation amid the hum of celebration. There was no pretense, no performance, just genuine pride and friendship. A fashion journalist who attended the after-party wrote on her Instagram, "There's something magnetic about Jungkook. He doesn't demand attention, yet every room seems to recalibrate itself when he enters. Elegant, calm, quietly powerful." And that, perhaps, was the essence of Jungkook that night. A kind of charisma that doesn't need to announce itself. Critics later described him as a scene straight out of a movie. His Saint Laurent suit became the subject of online fashion discussions. Editors from Vogue Korea, Elle and Harper's Bazaar analyzed every detail of his look, calling it modern noir minimalism, an effortless combination of masculinity and softness that few could pull off. Still, beyond the tailored perfection and glossy camera flashes, what people remembered most were the small moments. The way Jungkook leaned in to whisper something to Eunwoo after the screening. The way he smiled with genuine warmth when fans called his name. The way he bowed slightly to the photographers. Humble, present, unguarded. Those gestures painted a portrait of someone who hasn't let fame erode his humanity. In an era when celebrities are often expected to dazzle endlessly, Jungkook's restraint felt revolutionary. He didn't need to dominate the red carpet to own it. His silence spoke volumes. His simplicity commanded attention. Every photo taken that night seemed to tell the same story. A man who has learned to shine without shouting. By midnight, international headlines began pouring in. Jungkook steals the spotlight with quiet charisma, wrote the Korea Herald. A living work of art, Jeon Jungkook captivates at Wonderful World premiere, posted GQ Asia. Fans around the world flooded social media with admiration. Edits of him walking the carpet, the subtle smirk before he entered the venue, the lingering glance he gave Eunwoo, all went viral within hours. Some fans described him as a vision. Others called him the definition of elegance. Fashion critics were equally mesmerized. The all-black ensemble isn't just style, one article read. It's a declaration. Jungkook has transcended pop star status. He embodies artistry itself. And perhaps that's true. Watching him that night, one could sense how much he's evolved. From the spirited teenage idol who once ran across stages with endless energy, into a man who carries the same fire, only now refined and quiet. As the after-party wound down, a few guests noticed Jungkook leaving discreetly through a side entrance. He stopped briefly to shake hands with Eunwoo, pulling him into a hug before stepping into the cool Seoul night. No fanfare, no announcement, just a soft goodbye under the amber glow of streetlights. It was in every way the perfect ending. Days later, journalists were still talking about that evening. Jungkook's brief appearance had become an entire narrative, proof that presence isn't measured by words but by impact. Even Dispatch, known for its sharp tone, described the night poetically. He looked like a scene that shouldn't be real, calm, flawless, unforgettable. Eunwoo echoed that sentiment in a later interview. A true friend isn't the one who always shows up in front of the cameras. It's the one who comes quietly, stands beside you and makes you feel seen. Jungkook is one of those friends. And with that, Wonderful World became more than just a film premiere. It became a celebration of connection, of artistry, sincerity, and the kind of friendship that thrives beyond the spotlight. Because somewhere between the flash of cameras and the hush of applause, Jungkook reminded the world what real grace looks like. As he stood on that red carpet, the city lights reflecting softly against the sheen of his suit, a faint smile on his lips. He wasn't just Jeon Jungkook of BTS. He was an artist, a friend, and a man quietly redefining what it means to be seen. And in that silence he was unforgettable.